Good morning and happy Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I know I'm like 98.5% uh, non-women watching and subscribing to my channel. And then I think the other 1.5% are just men on their wives' accounts, is my guess. But happy Mother's Day to any women who might be watching with their husbands. I Sunday, Clearing the Bases episode. Clearing the Bases, of course, is a weekly episode where I cover a variety of topics that are interesting to me, that came up in the past week, that did not rise to the level of their own video. I have a pretty meaty week of topics here that I'm going to cover. No real theme. Like normally, I like to have something that's going to take up a good chunk of the week. I don't really have one this week, so we're gonna start in here. I hope you guys have a great Sunday, and I appreciate you taking the time to make this a part of your Sunday. Let's get started. First off, we're gonna start with a little hockey. I know this seems rare, and even it is rare. Quaker Oats hockey card surface at the Sport Card and Memorabilia Expo in Toronto. Collector showed up on the first day with several cards from the 55-56 Parkhurst Quaker Oats set. Very cool. I'm not a hockey guy, but I do love it when rare vintage makes an appearance. Uh, these are Lumley and Clancy. I don't know hockey, you guys. I don't know what any of this means. This is King Clancy and Harry Lumley, I guess. You can tell me, but I just enjoy rare vintage. Speaking of rare vintage, if you have rare vintage, this channel is sponsored by Just Collect, led by Leighton Sheldon. Just Collect is one of the country's top buyers of vintage sports cards. If you're interested in selling anything like that, uh, those cards I just showed, or really any vintage, Just Collect is interested. You can go to their website at justcollect.com, click on Appraise Your Collection, enter in all this information, and receive a free appraisal from them. Or you can email Leighton at justcollect.com. The link to this is in the description to this video. All right, let's jump back in here. We have Fanatics hiring an outside firm for a randomness check of Topps products. And I kind of found this interesting at first. And then I heard on Sports Card Radio that that all Fanatics did was hire somebody to make sure they could randomize. And I read this article. I've read a couple of them now, and I kind of read it the same way. And I don't know if Sports Car Radio has inside information on this. They probably do, but it does read like all they did was prove that they could do it. Um, Let me see, where was that part? And by the way, Fanatics says we believe that it's all nonsense. The whole breakers get loaded boxes. We believe that's all nonsense, but they don't know. He also says, which I like, it's absolutely bonkers. I say bonkers all the time, and it's funny to see a chief financial officer at a multi-billion-dollar company call something bonkers in a statement. So they hired KMPG to have an outside firm look at the process of how cards go from printer to pack. Yeah. Uh, so this is their way of proving that they don't load boxes. And I'm not a believer in conspiracy theories, but I also believe that they very easily could load a box here or there. And honestly, despite his denial, he says, um, where was it? Has there ever been an instance in which Fanatics decided to seed a box with a valuable card for promotional purposes? Answer with a flat no. I have a hard time believing that they've never done it. I don't think that they do it on a regular basis, but I have a hard time believing that they've never done it. Speaking of loaded boxes, this person bought a $500 box and gets two autographs of the same player and a picture no less, he says. That's the risk. You're gonna get two of the same player sometimes. You're gonna get pitchers. There are pitchers in Major League Baseball, and they autograph cards. So if you don't want them, don't buy wax. Just a thought. It always cracks me up seeing people post on social media, especially when they tag card purchaser. Oh, he's not going to do anything for you. It gets you some more visibility to your whining about what cards you pulled. It just cracks me up seeing people post on social media complaining about the cards they got in their box. There's no guarantee of any cards. Yeah. Speaking of which, I am my newsletter's back. My website was down, but junkwaxhero.com. Sign up for my newsletter, and you will get this tomorrow morning, Monday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern time. Uh, just a write up on YouTube comments and the allegations. I don't know if allegations isn't the right word, but people claiming that there was a insurance scam about memory lane. So make sure you subscribe. Free newsletter comes out on Mondays, except for last week. All right. This is a Shoeless Joe Jackson autograph. It sold for $61,000, a little over the estimated price range. Shoeless Joe Jackson autographs are very rare. And and it even says it right here, known to have only been semi-literate. And you can kind of tell by the autograph. It's rough. It looks like my autograph from when I was 4 years old. So these are rare. Shoeless Joe autographs. Learned to sign his name by copying the handwriting of his wife, Katie, and did so with great effort and only occasions in which it was of utmost importance. So yeah, Shoeless Joe autographs get a listing on my Sunday video, as do insane sale prices for Victor Wembanyama cards. This is a number to 5. I love the shimmers, by the way. Panini Prism shimmers. These are killer looking cards. Great, great design. This is his PSA 10 green shimmer number to 5. Jersey number. That's apparently a selling point. Sold for $113,000. Will this be worth more or less in 1 year, 5 year, 10 years from now? Let me know in comments. As always, I love seeing your comments. I read them all. Curious to know comments on any of these topics. All right. It would not be a Sunday video without I Am Meatballs. Again, I say this every week. I have no idea who this guy is, or even if it's a guy. It's a me, a meatballs. I don't know, but he always has a tweet that sticks out for me. In this case, it is AliExpress, which I don't know what this is. Is it like an Etsy type of store? They're selling these PSA acrylic PSA holders. And you can even see they have PSA logos and they are frosted just like PSA slabs are. And then you can just insert your card with a label and boom, sell it. Be careful out there. I am meatballs. I will. Thank you. All right. Tops. I was hoping that these were just like promotional white boxes for the autographs, but it seems like they are real, and it's real unfortunate. These take up 40% of the card. Anyway, you've got his 1 of 5 here autographed, and then his 1 of 150. This is my first Bowman autograph in the inscription, and they're doing that with all of them, I guess. But why is this his first Bowman autograph? This is 1 of 150. This is 1 of 5. Did they just choose the 1 of 150 to be his first? I don't know. Maybe he chose. Topps got to do something about this. This this should be rejected. This should be sent back to him. Alan Castro of my Red Sox should be sent back to him with fresh cards saying, "Put a signature. This is not a signature, Alan. Come on, buddy." And then, shoot, I forgot. I don't know why I don't have the rest of this, but Aiden Miller asked Topps for some free boxes, and Topps obliged. They sent him some free boxes. Here, let me pause this, and I'm gonna get it. All right, and we back. All right, here's Aiden Miller. He is uh, plays for the Phillies, or in the Phillies organization. He tweeted at Topps, "Yo, Topps, can I get a few boxes of Bowman so I can chase my own Superfractor?" Which is cool. I love that there are players that collect. Uh, he's apparently a millionaire, so he should buy his own. But no, Topps, in their marketing efforts, have said yes, say less. They're on the way, and they're mailing him some free boxes of Bowman. So this person claims that they pulled Aiden Miller's super. There are people in comments saying that it's photoshopped. It looks awfully real to me, but what do I know? And somebody says, no way people think this is real. And he says, I mean, why not? It looks real, but you can do that. Some people are really, really good with Photoshop. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of Topps giving free boxes to millionaires. That's just me. So they can pull their own. I know it's marketing, but if he were to pull it, all right. Pete Rose, Superfractor, I think we talked about this last week, is a redemption, actually, and it's a really good looking redemption, actually. I wonder how much this redemption card would sell for now. It was pulled by Cedar H Cards, and the collectibles guru, who we've talked about many times, claims that it's worth $20,000. And I, I don't think the collectibles guru really knows a whole lot about baseball or baseball cards. It's Pete Rose has signed by far the most autographs of anybody in history. I don't think that's an exaggeration. I don't think that's hyperbole. And Mario Alejandro. Oh, and by the way, shoot, I just closed it. They said, oh, it's right here. I've still got it here. These are the first Pete Rose autos we've seen in baseball in a long time, they say. And Mario Alejandro says, oh, depends on what a long time is because he was in 2023 Leaf with this autograph here. And he says, no way it's worth $20,000. More guys sign more in the 2000s than any current or former player. That's right. $20,000. I would be surprised, but there's probably some guy in his 50s or 60s who has a lot of money and wants to buy it. And that's not a criticism of that person. It's just that the market is crazy. There's millions of Pete Rose autographs out there, and just because it's on a superfractor, I don't know. Maybe it's a good investment. All right, we've got a Hotbox Alert here. 48 autographs. It's supposed to have one autograph. I had 48. We've talked about hotboxes before. I don't know, but I theorize that this reduces your odds. A hotbox, if you get an average of one autograph per box. If somebody gets 48 autographs in one box, does that reduce the chances of other people getting their one? Does it take away from that one, or has Topps factored that in and still anticipates one per box? I don't know. I would like to hear them answer that question. Zion. So Golden Auctions announced that they had Zion's blown out shoe, which was thought to have been destroyed. You remember when he played for Duke and he slipped and his shoe, you can see it right here. His foot is sticking out of the shoe because the shoe broke. It was thought to have been destroyed. Golden came up with it last week, and then they had to pull it due to a dispute. And according to Collect, the last person that was known to have owned the shoe had been Zion's stepfather, but nobody really knows outside of Golden, I'm sure, who owns it now. All right, man, what a dream. I am a Perez Steel autograph collector. Love these cards, love these postcards and autographs. Beautiful. This is the Holy Grail. It's 81 Satchel Page, autographed, authenticated. The thing about this, and this is in Heritage, so this came out in 81. Satchel Page died in July of 82, I think. It was in 82 anyway. So these are exceedingly rare. Current bid with buyer's premium, $13,800. All right, WGS Cards on Twitter said that these 1993 Topps Finest baseball boxes, the first year of Finest and refractors, walked into their West Georgia sports card store this past week. Whew. That's a big deal. So I wanted to see how much are these? And here's one right here on eBay that sold for $1,400. And it's sealed. And these ones, you've got at least 4 that are sealed down here. And I don't know if they opened this to show that it's real or they plan on selling the packs individually. But yeah, pretty neat, pretty cool stuff. And then, yeah, here's one for 1,400. Here's one for 1,350. So here's one that went for 1,000. Pretty cool. Love that stuff. And then, same company, same week, 2 1993 Upper Deck SP boxes. It's crazy. And same company, they didn't say anything about this, except that it said one final week find. Who needs chasing cardboard when it walks into your shop? Boom, 3 Jordans at PSA now being graded. It looks like somebody brought in a beat up box of 86 Fleer basketball and they just opened them all. And they've got 3 Jordans, all sending them off to PSA. That's crazy. Crazy. Just looking at the stickers. Man, 86 Fleer. All right, remember last week I did my video on Ken Griffey Jr.'s PSA 2 89 Upper Deck and the value of it. Paul Lesko shows that you can get 2 PSA 10s of this card or a low pop PSA 2. Now, this person has just listed it at 2,000. I tried figuring this out. LeBron James collection? This can't be right, right? 2003 Topps. LeBron James. Oh, it's this right here. Ah, see, this is what I get. It's this one. There are, but you'd probably pay more than you would for a 5 or 6, since those have higher pops. I don't know. It's a weird, weird phenomenon. The last two, though, almost a year ago, sold for only $59 publicly. But in 2021, they were selling for $300. All right, so I'm excited for CGC JSA slabbing of autographed cards. I'm a little disappointed in the color scheme. I really enjoy their labels. Their slabs are great. Really enjoy their labels on cards, the black labels. And it looks like they're going to be using a special colored label of yellow, kind of a bumblebee theme. I'm not a fan. I'm still going to get some graded autographs slab by CGC and go through the process and see what it's like. Oh yeah, this is a 1948 Bowman baseball wax pack. Current bid with buyer's premium, $48,000. PSA 7 pack. Whew. If I were wealthy, man. If I were wealthy. Somebody buy this and send it to me, please. I would appreciate that. Spotlight inserts. These are great looking inserts, in my opinion. Just great, great cards. They've been upgraded to case hits for this year. They were one per hobby box last year, now one every 2.5 cases. Wouldn't a case hit be in every case? Or is there multiple different types of case hits? That's got to be it, right? Somebody let me know in comments. This one I thought looked great. It's beautiful colors. I love the spotlight, but it looks unlicensed. You can't see his team on his hat, on his jersey. Don't even know who this is. I don't, anyway. I don't know. Somebody says it looks like Tulo, and it does. It's Wyatt Langford. It's great, great looking card. Love to see a uniform. I mean a logo. This was a big post on Sports Card Nonsense. This guy says, just pulled at the Phillies game. Jason Dominguez, 1 of 1. Thoughts on its value and how do we get it out of here clean? Yikes. What are we doing? Look at what you got, a 1 of 1 and you're crushing it. Crushing it. And he got a lot of criticism for that in the comments. And then he edited, for the record, not my hand, not my card. But he says, how do we get it out of here clean? How do we get it out of here clean? So I guess they must have bought it in a card shop in the stadium, right? And didn't think to buy penny sleeves, top loaders. Huh. I don't know. Commerce Police Department needs your help identifying an individual suspected of theft in Walmart. He was captured on video taking a toaster oven out of a box and placing sports cards inside for a total loss to Walmart of $469.29. Yeah. This is clever. I used to hang out with somebody who would kind of do this. He would go in, he would switch price tags in stores. And I do not hang out with this person anymore. He's lucky he's never been arrested. That's not why I don't hang out with him anymore. But it's pretty stupid. All right, again, click on the link in my description or just go to junkwaxhero.com to sign up for my newsletter. It's free. Goes out tomorrow morning, Monday, with a article, column, whatever I'm calling these, essay on this, plus some more stuff. Like I have a Guess That Grade game that I've included on this card here and some other stuff. And that is it, you guys. I appreciate you all watching as always, and I hope you have a great Mother's Day, a great Sunday, and a great week.